So I read the proposition a little differently from Paul. Paul reads into it a word that's not there. Proposition is cell phone and internet blackouts by government agencies in the absence of a declared national emergency are unconstitutional and illegal. He reads in the word all cell phone and internet blackouts. To win this debate, all I have to do is imagine one. And I think that Paul would even agree that a blackout instituted for the purpose of stopping a protest that is nonviolent in a public park is unconstitutional. Now, moving forward with that, the reason that the proposition ought to have the in the absence of a declared national emergency is because the Communications Act actually gives the president the authority to declare a national emergency and take over radio stations and other instrumentalities of radio communication. So I thought it was essential to have that qualifier in the resolution, and that it didn't imply that all other circumstances, it would be, as Paul indicated. This notion that sleeping on the mall can be prohibited and that's equivalent, I think really goes to the heart of the matter in one sense. Sleeping on the mall not only it calls into question the ability of the government to maintain beauty and hygiene, it also denies access to the forum to others. But you know what? In a virtual world, that kind of thing is irrelevant. It really is. Because in the virtual world, there is no mall to sleep on. The idea is to deny the service, the access to the whole virtual forum by cutting off access all at once. It's not that there's some beauty or hygiene issue, and it's not that there's some other governmental values that need to be furthered by that blunt instrument. It rather you don't have that small forum to protect. You've got a much larger virtual forum. And Paul said something that really surprised me, that he would take the government at its word. You know, if we took the government at its word, we wouldn't need a constitution with 10 amendments that say you need to put the government, you need to question the government, and you need to be able to question the government. Noise limits, limits on hecklers, limits on proximity, these are not the kind of limits that we need to be thinking about when it comes to cell phone and internet shutoffs. We've got a virtual forum where proximity doesn't matter so much, where a lot of speech can be supported by this forum. The hecklers, they can heckle all they want, and they're not going to stop the other speech. Noise limits, well, if the internet ain't noisy, I don't know what is. So I just think that we need to look at this in a very different way than just the physical public park.